to account for from carm.org. Therefore, part of the argument is that the atheist position cannot account for the existence of logical absolutes from its worldview. Unfortunately for Matt Slick and those who follow his lead, to account for is nothing but another in a series of avoidance techniques employed to allow him to attack his opponents and relieve him of the responsibility to explain exactly what to account for means and why it is important. We will first ask some elementary questions about the nature of to account for. We will then expose and destroy this requirement for the phantasm that it is. What is required for a successful accounting for X? What are the criteria needed to fulfill to account for X successfully? What is the connection between a successful accounting for X and the truthfulness of X? If we successfully account for X, does this necessarily mean that X is true? How is that verified or refuted? Where is the successful accounting for X delineated by Matt Slick or any of the presuppositional apologists using their own criteria? Now we will go to the heart of the matter. Why is an accounting for required? If one fails to account for X, what has been lost? We do not know what mass is, but that does not prevent us from doing physics. Force equals mass times acceleration. We do not know what a charge is, but that does not prevent us from manufacturing batteries. In Matt Slick's terms, we cannot account for mass or charge. So what? We will continue to do physics and manufacturing batteries even without a successful accounting for. And if no world can successfully account for logic, we will still design digital circuits for cell phones, DVDs, and computers, just as we did before without hesitation or hindrance. The fact is, requiring someone to account for the laws of logic accomplishes nothing. If one fails to account for logic, nothing is lost. If one is successful to account for logic, nothing is gained. We will keep on using logic regardless of how successfully accounting for, regardless of a successfully accounting for or not. It simply doesn't matter. This is yet another step in the presuppositional apologists, in this case Matt Slick's, attempt to keep their opponents on the defensive and relieve the presuppositional apologists, Matt Slick in this case, of ever clearly defining what they do and displaying how they accomplish what they claim to accomplish. This is the classic fallacy of shifting the burden of proof. This lacks intellectual integrity. This is intellectually dishonest.